Hi, Ben Wogsland here with Hospitality Minnesota bringing you a capital update. As the legislative session nears its close, we see several victories, partial victories, and missed opportunities in the final budget deal. At the beginning of the session, we set forth 7 top key priorities to help our businesses survive the pandemic and hopefully thrive moving into the future. Number 1 was a roadmap to recovery. In February, we began work with a bipartisan group of lawmakers led by Representative Dave Baker to set forth a phased recovery plan based on data to reopen hospitality businesses to 100% in May. Our media and policy push put pressure on the state to do the right thing and acknowledge that we could reopen safely, culminating in the governor's announcements in March and May. Number 2, PPP tax-free. Ensuring that PPP assistance was tax-free for our members was a top priority for HM going into this session. Working with coalition partners, we secured a win that makes PPP both tax-free and business expensible. And given that Minnesota hospitality businesses received a projected $1.5 billion in PPP, this is a major victory for the industry. Number 3, the ProStart Hospitality Tourism Management Program Workforce Grant. Workforce is clearly one of the biggest challenges facing our industry, and over the last 2 years, Hospitality Minnesota has sought a state grant to support the growth and expansion of the ProStart and Hospitality Tourism Management Program in high schools in Minnesota to help develop the workforce of the future. We've already expanded these programs to 100 high schools in our state, and with this public funding, we hope to grow the programs even further. 2 items that we see as partial victories include property tax relief and a grant program. Hospitality Minnesota had proposed a freeze in the state levy portion of the property tax for all hospitality businesses over the next 2 years, with a $60 million price tag to the state. While the legislature did not pass that provision, the tax bill does include some modest property tax relief for commercial payers, increasing the market value exemption from $100,000 to $150,000. So we do believe those payers will receive some modest relief through this bill. The next piece is the grant program. While Hospitality Minnesota has been advocating and promoting a grant program all session long for hospitality businesses, we grade this as only a partial victory. The jobs bill does include a $70 million grant program for businesses impacted directly and indirectly by the governor's shutdown orders, and we believe this does include overnight accommodations that were left out of some of the previous packages. We grade it as a partial victory because we believe that the total investment and the grant amounts should be much higher than are in the bill. Nevertheless, members in need will be eligible to apply for some grant relief here in the state. And we will continue to fight for more relief, both at the state, county, and city levels. 2 items that we view as missed opportunities are the failure to pass a hospitality-specific no-interest loan assistance program and the failure to pass a sales tax exemption on restaurant equipment, despite excellent testimony from several members and HM staff. We will continue to fight for these matters going forward, as well as any special session over the summer. So what's not in the deal? HM was successful in blocking a variety of mandates and other restrictive policies that would be especially problematic in the current economic climate, including a statewide right to recall for hotel and event workers, a paid family leave mandate that would increase taxes and fees on businesses, a mandate and prescriptive earned sick time program, a ban on sharing credit card fees on tips, any redirection of lodging taxes for municipal capital projects, an increase in taxes to fund street improvement districts, a carbon monoxide detector mandate in all hotel rooms, and an increase to boat fees. None of these items will be in the final deal, due in part to our work as well as that of our coalition partners. There are a couple other provisions of note. We advocated for this session an expansion of funding for the prevention and mitigation of invasive species, and we think there's going to be an investment to that end in the final bill, as well as a significant investment in expanding broadband in Minnesota. We believe that the final deal will also include about $1 million for Explore Minnesota Tourism to do economic recovery grants and help promote tourism in Minnesota as we recover. Unfortunately, the final deal does not include any alcohol to go provisions, despite our coalition work on the Drink Local Minnesota package. We will continue to advocate for this going forward, and we've already seen that 18 other states have passed permanent legislation and about 25 have passed temporary legislation allowing alcohol to go. Finally, the legislature is likely to pass a provision that will allow 16 and 17-year-olds to qualify for unemployment benefits in 2022, and we're watching this very closely since our industry employs a high volume of 16 and 17-year-olds, and increased claims can impact the rate an employer pays into the system. So what are the next steps on relief? While there are positive elements to the budget, we believe the state can and should do more. We are petitioning Governor Walz to use some of a $500 million discretionary fund that he's been allotted in the deal for hospitality relief. We will also continue to push for more financial relief in any July or August special sessions, as well as passage of a proposal to incentivize workers to return to work now rather than waiting till September when federal benefits run out. And two, passage of alcohol to go provisions that have been passed permanently in 18 other states and temporarily in 25. We will continue going to bat for you and providing you with opportunities to reach out to your legislators and policymakers to pass policy that helps our businesses both survive through the pandemic and thrive going forward as we recover. Thank you and have a great day.